Good evening, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. My name is Tom Barendregt, and we're going to be sharing a little bit tonight about the company that we work with called Isogenics. And specifically, we're going to be talking about, athletes and, a pre, during, and post-workout routine. I'm going to quickly introduce myself, share my story here a little bit. As you can tell, obviously, my name is Tom Barendregt. I'm 23 years old. I'm originally from Rotterdam, which is in the Netherlands, but I spent a lot of time over in the US because I played hockey over there. For those of you who don't know what hockey is, it's not field hockey. That's what we do in Europe. It's like the actual hockey where we play it on the ice. So for us Europeans, it's called ice hockey. And I spent a lot of time over there, trying to pursue a career in professional hockey in the US, because that's the place where you want to be if you want to perform at the highest level. And what I found personally is that I had to optimize my nutrition in order to really, optimize my performance, right? So moved there about 15 years old, didn't really know much about nutrition at all, but was introduced to Ashwagandha at the time, simply because I was looking to have a more convenient way to get all my nutrition in, right? As an athlete, it's really important we get all our nutrients in, our vitamins, minerals, all your protein, and then especially the part of recovery, because we're expected to perform in the morning, right? And then late at night again, and the next morning again, over and over. And that's really important as an athlete, the recovery process. So that was a big one for me, but also just, gaining a lot more lean muscle, which was a really important thing for me. So those are the two things why I got started in Isogenics as an athlete. And, a lot of other athletes trust this company because, obviously all products are, all certified, which we'll get into here in a little bit. But to quickly go run through my story here a little bit as well, I wasn't just an athlete. I've also been an athlete in the hospital. What I mean by that is I got diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 17, which obviously was very unfortunate for my hockey career. And it was a tough battle we went through. And as you can tell here in the pictures, I lost a lot of weight whilst going through chemotherapy, immunotherapy, radiation, and all that good stuff. The stem cell transplants I've gone through. So that was obviously a big deal for me because I lost a lot of weight. I am, let's say in pounds, I'm about 200 pounds. I went down to 150. For those of you that use kilograms, around from 90 kilograms to about 65 kilograms. Not sure what it is in stone, so my apologies for that. Lots of stone probably that I lost, but I obviously lost a lot of weight there. And I always say, like, guys, the products I use, or any nutrition you use, basically, is not going to cure, diagnose, or prevent your diseases, but it's definitely going to help you, recovering better, put on lean muscle. And that's something I was able to do after, my fight with cancer, let's put it that way. I put on all the lean muscle again. I was able to perform again at the highest level. So that has obviously been my experience as an athlete using these products, but then as well, like recovering from, such tremendous weight loss. So if you're on here looking to, gain some weight, I can relate to that. That's something where energy performance really comes in as well. So that's what I wanted to briefly share as my story on here. And now we're getting into, Isogenics as a company, because what is Isogenics? We're a company based out of, Arizona, which is a state in the United States of America. For those of you who do not know, we're a family-owned company, and we're now globally opening 23 markets worldwide. 16 of those are actually here in Europe. So we have, a big market share over here in Europe, but we've only been around now for a couple of years. But we're a company that has done 8 billion total in global sales since 2002. We do about 1 billion a year. So, we're a company that's been around for quite some time now, 20 years. We actually celebrated that a couple of weeks ago. So, we're internationally trusted and respected. Our goal is obviously to have zero waste as soon as possible. 2028 is the goal here. But one of the most important things, again, for us, we're a family-owned company. I've personally met the owners. They're absolutely amazing people, and they really want the best for us and the products that we provide our customers. So that is a short piece about Isogenics. Then one of the things why I got introduced to Isogenics and why I'm so convinced about these products and why I love them is we have no compromise products. And what I mean by that is that they're approved by dietitians. Okay, so everything's supported by nature and science, which is really important, right? You can also know the last one here says everything's researched by third parties. So everything is based on science, on research. Not, you don't have to believe because I tell you. Obviously, I can share my experience and stuff, but we have all the research that is publicly available. You can find it on isogenicshealth.net. If you want to learn more about our research that's been done by third parties, which I personally feel is very, very important. Because again, you can have, hear all these great stories about a company, but you want to know it's backed by science and nature. So that is really important. Obviously, we're ethical and responsible. We use regional locations to, work as sustainable as we can, obviously. But also what you'll see, like, hey, if we have a product and we can give you the best ingredients right now because of certain situations, obviously with COVID, there was all kinds of stuff going on in the world. So we couldn't get some ingredients for some of the products. That means we're just not going to provide you those products for them. We're not going to replace it with anything that's not absolutely the best. So that's a really important one. When you look at our protein source, really key as well. We use under nature protein from grass-fed cows. Plus we have vegan options. What I mean by under nature proteins, I mean, there's no use of any routine antibiotics. And then vegan options, a lot of companies try to use soy protein. Now that's something we do not like to use. So we choose for brown rice or pea protein. And we actually have some products right now with moringa in there as well, if you're into that. So we're really, really innovative when it comes down to vegan options as well. So that's obviously great to see as well. For those of you that want to choose for the vegan options, we have those. Then obviously one of the most important things, we're all natural ingredients only, okay? So no artificial flavors, colors, fragrances, none of that, okay? Then obviously we're gluten-free and soy-free, and like I just said, everything is researched by third parties. And then for athletes, it's not on here, but I want to mention that we have a label on our products, which is called Informed Sports. So that means that our products are all eligible to be used by professional athletes. So you may be watching this right now or watching this recording, and you may be a professional athlete, maybe you're a soccer player or football, as we say here, or hockey or tennis, whatever it may be. They're wondering like, hey, can I use these products and be okay when we're doing the drugs test? Yes, because we have the official label that's also valid here in Europe, valid in the US. So that was a really good one, really important for me personally as well. Then next, we have, obviously multiple solutions. It's not just that we have solutions for, energy performance, because that's what we're talking about today. We also have solutions for weight management. So people that are looking to lose weight, and not just lose the weight, but also, retain the weight they got to. So not just, you got to make sure it's sustainable. Okay. So when it's sustain your goals, that's a really important one. And then we also have healthy aging. So that's where we talk about like collagen and like skincare and stuff. We obviously do this, Wealth Wednesdays, we call it every single week. So I'm sure in the next couple of weeks, there's going to be calls regarding weight management or healthy aging. But today we're going to be talking about energy and performance. Okay. So we're going to be talking about 3 core products that every athlete should be using. Okay. The 3 core products, also the 3 core products here for Isogenics. First one is the Isolein shake. So the Isolein shake is a meal replacement shake. A lot of people are like, oh, meal replacement shakes, is that when you want to lose weight and stuff? Like, you could, if you wanted to. It's a meal replacement. So it depends on how you use it, okay? So this shake, why do we use shakes in the first place? Is because we can get so many nutrients in there. So our shakes contain 24 grams of under-nature protein, right? So the best protein you can get, or pea protein or brown rice protein if you want the vegan option. Then we have 23 vitamins and minerals, 8 grams of fiber. Basically, how I always explain it to my athletes that I work in, like it's basically like eating, a chicken breast, broccoli, and like, some potato or something like that. But then like basically 2 or 3 times more efficient when it comes down to like nutrient efficiency. And it's pretty low calorie as well. So yes, if you use these shakes twice a day and have one regular meal, you're going to be losing weight because you're in a caloric deficit. But for us athletes, it's a perfect shake that we can use, to obviously use as a post-workout option. I personally also use it as my breakfast. You can also obviously add extra protein in there, like, some peanut butter powder or bananas, whatever it may be, but it's a really good shake to use after your workout and also in the mornings. Or if you're looking to gain weight, you can use these as extra meals during the day. Because when someone who wants to gain weight usually has like 5 to 6 times a day that they're eating. Perfect way to get an extra meal in. So Isolein shake, very versatile. Obviously depends how you're going to use it, but as an athlete, again, use it as your breakfast. You can, supplement it with some other stuff if you wanted to. Because it's great. So I mean, this morning I worked out like 7 in the morning. I had a shake right before that. I can work out right after that. Why? Because obviously my system can digest it very quickly if I'm like eating eggs and all that stuff in the morning. Very inconvenient, and I'll be able to perform right away. So obviously post-workout option, and also for people that want to gain weight, obviously use it as an extra meal. So Isolein shake, really, really great products. One of my favorites personally. Really got me out of the whole meal prepping, vibe that I used to have. Then we have Nourish for Life. Nourish for Life, the most efficient ingredient we have in here is called ashwagandha, and that really helps with helping the natural detoxification process in your body. So you can use it in several ways as an athlete, but what happens when obviously you work out a lot, we get a lot of toxins in our body. Most people have it because they're eating, too much crap or, alcohol and all that type of stuff. We usually have it because we work out so much. Your body releases so much toxins. You want to get rid of those, right? So you can do that in two ways. You can use this product once a day, like at night. It helps you obviously naturally support the detoxification process in your body. Or you can decide to do a cleanse day, which means that's a day where we're doing intermittent fasting, which obviously has been around now, for the last couple of years, but I actually has been doing this for like 20 years now. So it's been a hype the last couple of years. But the goal with intermittent fasting is obviously to focus on really helping your body detoxify and then also helping your metabolism to work twice as fast, which helps with like fat burning as well. So if you're looking to get lean for summer, this is a great version as well. I tend to do these about once a week, but depending on your goal as an athlete, you can do this as a daily, or you can do it like once every 2 weeks or once every month. But I definitely recommend using this as well as an athlete because it definitely has some supporting benefits. So then the next one we want to talk about here. Oh, hold on, we're going the wrong way. Yep, there we go. Ionics. I actually skipped it. My apologies there. Ionic Supreme. Bionics is a product that is very, very important for athletes. So the biggest thing we have with athletes is they get put under a lot of pressure, whether that's because you're performing and there's a lot of people watching, or you just have a really intense workout. What tends to happen is that your cortisol levels start to peak. And what cortisol does is going to make you, feel fatigued. You're going to be a little bit slower. You're going to be recovering not as fast, and you're going to have a little bit more stress. And that's obviously what we don't want. So obviously people that are looking to lose weight, it's very interesting for you as well, but we use it a little differently. As athletes, I personally, you can use it in the morning as well, but I personally use it a lot after my workouts because that's when your cortisol levels peak. And that's where you're trying to balance them out. We got some adaptogenic herbs in here that are superfoods that help you balance out your cortisol levels, which means you're going to be seeing less stress, which is good. And you're going to be seeing a lot more energy and better recovery. So I highly recommend this using after a workout. It's been absolutely crucial for me personally as an athlete. So that's Ionics. Then we're getting into the real performance type of products. Okay, so I'm going to the gym and I'm trying to set a new PR for my bench press, right? Stuff like that. That should be your mentality when using these products. So the first one is a pre-workout. I'm sure you guys maybe used a lot of pre-workouts already. Maybe you have a good experience with them. Maybe you don't. I personally tried a lot of them, and I always had all kinds of weird side effects. I mean, I would have a really high energy boost, and then would kick off really quickly, and I've had a headache for the rest of the day. And that's because a lot of products, they overdose certain ingredients or underdose it, or they're not using the right ones. So Isogenics has come up with a pre-workout called Amp Nitro. Now, what makes it so different is that we use caffeine in there that's based off of green tea extract and yerba mate. So it's completely natural caffeine. It's about 80 milligrams in there. And that obviously gives you an energy boost during your workout. So that's great. And then it also contains stuff like beta-alanine, which helps you open up your blood valves a little bit more. So you got a little bit more oxygen flowing. So that means you're going to be able to perform a little bit longer. Okay. So it's more for endurance. And then the other one that really helps is creatine. And creatine, a lot of people take that, individually, or we just put it in our pre-workout. Why? You want to have that extra power during your workout. So creatine actually helps you create more power during your workout. So the combination of creatine, caffeine, and beta-alanine is going to mean, okay, you're going to have more energy, you're going to be able to, let's say, do 12 reps instead of 10, and you're going to be able to do it at, 20 kilograms instead of 18, right? So that's what pre-workout really does. You take that about 15, 30 minutes before your workout. Then during your workout, we use Amped Hydrate, which is a blend of electrolytes, B vitamins, a vitamin C. It's just, good hydration for on the go, or in the gym, obviously. So really just a really healthy sports drink. That's basically what the hydrate is. You can use that during your workout. And like it says again, you can also drink it as a drink on the go if you're feeling you need some more energy. And then after workout, this is probably the most important part, honestly. It's your recovery process. So our product called Ampos Workout has collagen in there and tar cherry, which really helps with recovering after a workout. So I take this right after my workout, and obviously when you're working out, you're basically, messing up your muscle a little bit. You're actually cutting into your muscles a little bit, and they gotta, repair, obviously. And this is what really helps. So post-workout is crucial. So again, your post-workout or your routine is going to look like take nitro about 15 minutes before, hydrate during, and then post-workout right after. So those are some of the really performance-related products. And as you can see on here, did you know, and nitro and post-workout are Performance Sports Certified Global Quality Assurance Program that certifies products have been tested for banned substances by world-class sports anti-doping laboratory. So that's what I was talking about at the beginning of the call. You see it again. Then we have a couple other products that support the other performance products that you're going to be seeing in our energy performance catalog. First one is the E-Shot. Has the same caffeine as a pre-workout, but I use it a little bit differently because this product doesn't contain the beta-alanine, doesn't contain the creatine and stuff like that. It just has the same caffeine, and then it has the same adaptogens that you find in the Ionics. So I find it more as an energy booster. You could use it as a pre-workout, but I would recommend using it as a pre-workout if you're doing, let's say, a more cardio-related workout. When I use nitro, it's more like a weightlifting related workout because you have all those other substances helping with with your power and stuff. But it's also a great energy booster. So I have a bunch of them in my car, like when I'm out and about, I need some more energy, or like if you're, maybe you're still in school and you're like, hey, I gotta pull through this night because I gotta study for my exams tomorrow. E-Shots is a great way to go. So just a great energy booster. I absolutely love them. I have them literally laying everywhere around my house and in my car. Then we have the IsoPro. Really straightforward. Is the same protein we have in our meal replacement shakes and Isolein shakes. 18 grams of undernatured protein. They're great for after workout. That's what I really use the protein for, to really supplement after my workout to help my recovery be even better. Then we have the Ionic Isolein bars. Okay, 18 grams of undernatured protein, 2 to 6 grams of fibers. It's basically a perfect on-the-go snack or a post-workout option. So just to walk through the whole protein thing again, so we talked a lot of protein here. The Isolein shake is great as a meal replacement and great as a post-workout option, but it's not a snack. Same with the plant-based version. IsoPro, that's really focused as an after-workout option. Isolein bar, that is a snack and also a post-workout option. When do you choose to do what? That depends on your scenario. So if you're done with your workout and you're able to get home quickly and get your all your nutrients in, then I would recommend do the post-workout, do some IsoPro so you have some recovery, and then have a regular meal. But if you happen to be in a place where you can't have a regular meal 30, 45 minutes at the latest after your workout, I would recommend doing a meal replacement shake because then you get all the nutrients in, right? So it depends on your situation, but they're all valid options. And obviously the person that I send you to this video can tell you more about what would be ideal in your scenario. So that is all I wanted to share today about the energy and performance line. And now I would like to have my friend Hayden Vavra hop on here. He's going to share a little bit about his journey with Isagenix, because he's been quite an athlete as well and has had a lot of great experience with these products. So Hayden, would love to hear what you have to share on your story and your experience with these products, man.
Yeah, Tom. Well, thank you so much. And I was writing down some notes and I was like, oh man, I need to get back on the BCAAs and get this beta alanine in. Cause I know it is so important. And this is something that, like Tom said, I've been around for a while before a lot of these products. even. And I look at this as just a more simple way of living a healthy lifestyle. Now, this isn't just for high performing athletes. If you are, a weekend warrior, now, I used to play professional sports, and now I'm moving into things like you see in this picture. I went for a long bike ride and found a waterfall, and I still use these products because in the pockets of life, in the pockets of working out, and let's face it, sometimes we don't want to work out. One of the things that I know that helps me is I will take the pre-workout and then I have to work out because I can't put it to waste. I don't want to put it to waste, but I also feel like I need to move right now. I need to go push something. I need to go do something. And so these products just make it more simple, but allow us to get the most out of what we're doing. Whether it's you're spending 20 minutes a day in movement, maybe you are just going on an afternoon walk. I love doing about a half e-shot before I do that. It helps me regain my focus, gives me a little bit more energy to have that be more effective. So again, this isn't just for high performing athletes, professional athletes, weekend warriors, gym rats. This is really for everybody looking to get the most out of their movement. And these products have just made it much more simple to be able to do that. Like I said, I've been able to take these products for over a decade. And now since the introduction of the Amped line, it's just gotten so much better. It's gotten so much more simple. I used to take things that were, had harmful stimulants in them, synthetic stimulants in them, some synthetic caffeine. And that is just not good for the body. It's been proven time and time again. People still continue to take it. And that's okay if that's your jam, but I want to put the best, highest quality nutrition into my body that I possibly can. And, in turn, what has been able to happen through an example of, my own lifestyle, Tom's lifestyle, other people's lifestyles, people ask, well, what do you do? And Isogenics has offered that way to get these products paid for and make an additional income as well. But it really just starts with putting these products in your body, put them to the test. It's a 30-day money back guarantee. And I'm telling you right now, all it does is enhance your experience of whatever activity you are trying to do, and makes it a whole lot simpler to get in the right nutrients. Because when you're getting the right nutrients in, is it going to make an immediate difference? Yeah, it will a little bit, but that compounding over time is what's going to help you get from maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe you lose weight a little bit faster, a little bit more effectively, a little bit more efficiently, or maybe you want to put on muscle. So now you're gaining muscle a little bit more, a little bit faster, a little bit more efficiently. And also another thing, a great thing with creatine is it's great for your brain health. So people notice more focus, more clarity, but creatine is also a great brain supplement as well. And that's something we don't talk about all the time, but I just want to throw that little tidbit in there because that's something I'm super passionate about as well. So Tom, thanks for having me get on and share and appreciate everything you're doing here.
Absolutely. Well, those you're watching, make sure you get back to the person who sent you to this video. They can help you get started, and wish you all a great night.
See you guys.
See ya.